Hi everyone, how are we this evening? Hope you're all well. Mum was in first. Hi Mum, how you going? Marg, groupies, yeah, all us groupies are in here. Well, a bit chilly here this morning. Yeah, it's a little bit cold here in Woodburn as well. Evening, Gail, how are you? Chilly in Brisbane. Yep, I know that chilly Brisbane. I can tell you now, getting down a little bit further south, it's a little bit chillier, Gail, but it is still cold up there. I hope you've all had a great fortnight. I wasn't on live, as you know, last week because I was supposed to be in Wodonga. It didn't happen. Obviously, with the new restrictions, the lockdowns, everything like that, couldn't get there. So it is one of those things where I just couldn't get there with all the restrictions and had to make the decision. So, and also Tamworth's the next one. It actually has been cancelled by the show organisers because, again, of restrictions and everything. So I'm not going to be in Tamworth either. So I'm here. And I'm back on live. So, and I'm going to be coming on here again each week with a little bit of a different format, which I'll talk about a little bit later in this one for next week's live. Hi, Yvonne. How are you, sweetie? Sorry, I didn't get down through to Melbourne. It is one of those things that just has happened. All right. And it's something we live with all the time now as to when things can get cancelled and how we can travel around. So I hope everyone's staying safe. And this is the best way I can come to you. So I'm here live again. So ask any questions, ask anything that's happening. So tonight, what am I going to do? I am actually going something nice and quick and easy, right? But something really funky. Wine bottle. And yes, it is not a wine bottle in there because I don't drink wine. Ladies, you probably know me by now. It is my Scotch bottle. It's empty, by the way, nothing in it. So I've made a little one, and I thought, what's something nice and simple that we can make? Next time, definitely, Yvonne, they will be coming through next time. It is, hi, Jackie, how are you? Hi, Yvonne, how are you? So, yeah, just something simple and easy, made with little bits of scraps and that sort of thing. Goes really, really well. Look at this. Make your envy bag. I'll come back a little bit. Make your envy bag, and you can have a wine bottle, a wine carrier to match it. How cool is that? All right. So let's see how we're going to make it. And then I've got some great, that's going to fall, so I'll put it up there. Then I've got some really great specials for you guys. So it's not a treasure hunt, something different. All right. So how are we going to make this? Let me just put the camera now. You will see some of my switching stuff, but here we go. All right. This one, all you need is 6 inches by 12 inches. There's going to be no pattern. It's just a case of following me on here. It is very simple. All right. So 6 inches by 12 inches. Yes, that's what it was. I had to just check. All right. You need 2 of your lining and 2 of your outside one. All right. And then what you're going to do is you're going to just mark the corners. And this is where these little great 2.5 inch square rulers were. Hi, Julie. How are you? The little 2.5 inch ruler. We're going to mark 1.25 inch squares in the corner. Yes, the machine's on, so it's going to pop up and down. Sorry, guys. Let me see if I can get this upside down and in here. So 1.25. I'm just going to mark it. And I've got them on top of each other, both of them. Yeah, probably not a good one with the blue on the blue. But anyway, here we go. 1.25. And I'm just going to mark that one as well. All right. I've got the 2 of them on top of each other. And you're going to do this for the lining. And let me put me down here. There where I am. 1 for the lining and, 2 for the lining and 2 for the outside. Then I'm just going to chop them out. Yeah, you can use your rotary cutter. This is a little tiny simple thing. We're going to do this with scissors. All right. And I'm trying to do it in front of the camera as well as upside down and everything. So that one's cut out. So you just cut them both out and get those little corners happening. All right. Now, what you're going to, this is the lining. I've already done, because of time and everything, we don't need them unless you're really good at that. All right. And I've done the lining, done the outside as well. I've also ironed it onto the foam. So onto the fusible foam. Okay. Hi, Jenny. How are you? So the same foam I've used in the bags. Now, you do not need to use the foam. Okay. You could use wadding. You could use Inchel Bright, which is the wadding that you use on ironing board covers, that sort of thing, but it will keep it cooler if you've got a cold one in there. You could use a heavy-duty interfacing. If you do use an interfacing, I would recommend putting it on the lining as well as the outside, okay, because it then gives it a bit more stiffness to it. All right, but when you're using the foam, because I had a lot. Hi, Lenore, how are you? You're a new one. Hi, Anne, how are you tonight, darling? Yeah, so if you're using the foam, it is thicker, so you only need it on one of them, okay? Done the same thing, cut the foam, cut the little corners out. That's what we have to do. Right, we're going to sew them, and we just sew these with a quarter-inch seam. I'm going to match them up, and with this one, I'm going to sew down the two sides and sew across the bottom. This is the outside, so that's what I'm going to do. So here we go. With the quarter-inch, this machine is on. I've turned the light off so you can't, it doesn't reflect for you. Let me just grab that and get that going. And it is sewing away. All right, I have the machine set up to do a back and forward stitch at the front and the end, at the beginning and the end of each one. All right, here we go. These are so Let me just come back. There we are. Sorry, guys. I think the machine might have jiggled a connection there. All right. So we've just done that. Then I'm just going to turn it through. We're going to make the little corners, same as the bags. All right. We're just going to put it, I'll put my hand in there, but we're going to get the seams. All right. If you can with the foam, just open it out. All right. Put it down there. So we're going to open up the seams. And again, I'm just going to do a quarter inch. Now this one gets really tightly close to the machine. With the foam, it's a bit thick. So you just have to make sure you catch it all. That one's done. Yes. And we will do the next side. All right. And pop him in and do again that quarter inch seam, opening up the seams, and we're done. So that's the outside of the bag done. All right. Leave it. We're going to come back to that one. We're going to do the lining. Now, when I do the lining, make sure you've got right sides together. All right. And I'm going to leave a gap in one of the sides so I can turn it through. Okay. So literally, again, just the quarter inch seam. I'm going to leave a gap. So I'm going to leave a gap down to about here so I can turn it through. You won't need to leave as big a gap if you've got just an interfacing. It's because of the foam. It's a little bit thicker. We need to. Hi, Vicky. How are you? I think the machine's jiggling a connection for my mic, guys, so I'll try and keep an eye on that as well and keep putting it back on. All right. Hope that's, let me know if I lose connection or anything. Here we go. I've only got a little bit more to sew. So I'm just doing the corners again. These are so simple to make. All right, just do your little corners. All right, we're going to pop that in there. Sew this one. And with these ones, you can actually match the seams and nest them together, all right, as you go along. Oh, that didn't unmute it. Good. All right, so that's there. We're going to turn this one right sides out. Okay, so it's got the right side out. And then what I'm going to do is pop it inside, grab the bag, so that we've got right sides together, okay? I'm just going to pop that in there. You know, it can be either way. You can put the lining, the bag inside the lining, or the lining inside the bag. Doesn't matter. And then I'm just going to get the, do the seam allowances, match those up. Okay, so match them up there. And this is where, hi, Julie. Sound's gone. It's back. Yeah, I'm keeping an eye on it. It's a connection on one of my cords, and when the machine's going, it's jiggling it. So I'll have to see if I can hunt for another connection for the mic. But anyway, it's here now. So what I'm going to do, and this is really, with the foam, can be a little bit tricky. All right, so we're just going to pop this in here, line up the lining. and I'm still just doing a 1/4 inch seam. You could pin it if you wanted to. Because it's such a small area, me and pins not good together at times, so it can, with this small one, it can actually I usually prick my finger with a pin, so they end up everywhere. All right, here we go. So now I've gone around the top. Okay, gone around the top. I am going to pull this through. I'll pull this one through first. Pull it through here. I'm going to pull the lining and then pull the bag through. Here we go. Because it's got the foam on it, a little bit stiffer. So I'm pulling it through that little gap that I left in the lining. All right. Here it comes. I think they call this birthing a bag. I heard someone say that one day, and I thought, yeah, it is a bit like that, isn't it? So we're just pulling that through. Hi, Nina. How are you? Hope you're safe up there, nice and warmer. I know it's cool up there, but it's warmer than what some people are. All right, so I'm just pushing that through, getting to where the corners are. Look at this. All right. There we go. Push my corners through on the bag itself. All right. And I've just got to make sure. Just do that so it doesn't come back. Hi, Joanne. How are you? So now we've got that done. What I'm going to do is actually close this little seam up, and I'm just going to sew it. So make sure those raw edges are just folded in like so. And I'm just going to sew close to the edge to close up that hole. And as I said, you wouldn't have to have such a big hole if you've got interfacing or a thinner bit of lining in it. That's done. I'm going to pop that inside the bag. So that's now the lining. And here comes another tricky part. I'm going to sew around the top just a 1/4 inch in. Now, I always do these with the lining on the inside when I'm using the foam, even with the bags, mainly because if I'm working this way, the lining can pull up and you don't see it. Okay, so we're going to go this way, and I'm going to keep that lining nice and close to the top edge of the bag. So let me just, so as I go along, I'm just folding it to the seam and putting it on there. Here we go. Nice. These are great little ones to get ready, and make it with with matching for your bags. You could make, now if you've got a larger wine bottle, just measure it and the diameter, all right, of the bottle, and you might want to make it not 6 inches wide. You might need to make it 6.5 or a little bit bigger. You can make a double one. Okay, you can make double ones. It's all the same principle. All right, and you can make a double one as well. So there we go. We've made the bag. Now we have to just do the handle, and that won't take long. Oh, my mic's still working. That's good. Everything's still happening. All right. So let's put that in there. So we've got the bag, the tube. It's got a base, little square base on it. Now we're going to do the handle. Now the handle is it's a 4.5 inch by 13. If you've got a 5-inch strip, use 5-inch. I've actually ironed this one. A little bit of wadding inside. Okay, so I've ironed it here and here. As I'm going to sew it down, I'm going to just fold over a tiny piece of it. Just fold over the edge, and I'm going to sew straight down. Okay. I didn't get that. I'm going to fold straight down. Technology with my watch coming in on it. Okay. And then, because I've got the ends folded in as I just hit it again, didn't I? So yeah, I'm going to fold in. They're folded in as well and ironed in. And let's just pop this in. I'm just folding it. And what I did on the other one, I actually did a couple of extra little rows of it just down each side to give it a little bit of a quilted look. This piece just doesn't want to fold under. There we go. All right. So what I did then is I just went down the side, down the middle of this bit. Oh, yeah, that kept it. I looked away, didn't go quite straight, but you're not going to notice that. All right. Then I'm going to go down here, just in the middle of it, and that just gives the handle a nice little look. All right. So to attach it to here, and I wanted this on the outside. Good idea to trim all my threads. Let's get rid of those. Trim the threads off. Ta-da. And the other end, just while I'm at it. Okay. And what I'm going to do now is on the seam, I'm just going to put that down, slightly down, using that middle seam I've got here. And I'm going to sew that on. Check your lining inside again, guys, that it's not bunched up underneath. You can pin it if you want to. And all I'm going to do is go around it with a square. Now, this gets tricky because you've got to make sure you don't catch the other end or the other side of the bag. So here we go. See if this one works. Always do it okay when I'm on my own, but obviously when I'm live, things can go funny. Right, let's just move another stitch and double check. Yep, no, I'm not caught up with the other side. And back around again. And we're attached. Okay. Trim off any of your little threads. Just trim this one off. Done. And then just pop it over to the other side because we've already turned it in. All right, we're going to pop that on. Measure it down. You can eyeball this one. I can feel that through each side, right, to get the same one on it. And hey, Julie, how wide is your wadding? It depends on the width of the actual piece of fabric, but that one's only a 2-inch. We'll just check. Inches. Actually 1.5. Okay, this one's a 1.5-inch bit of wadding. All right. So 1.5, but it was a 4.5-inch piece of a 4-inch wide piece of fabric. So I went 1.5 in it. It's a great little project to use your scraps up with too, because it's not, this one's trickier because the handle and now the handle's behind there as well. Great to use your scraps up because you might have a bit of scrap of wadding, you might have a bit of scrap of foam, odd bod, piece your front of your the frontal lining, piece it together. It's not going to make any difference. And I'm just going to finish off. This is the tricky one. And last one. Right, trim off my threads. And I have just made, all fingers, all thumbs is what they say. Yep, the lining didn't get caught, nothing got caught in it. And we now have, I'll have to lay it down so you can see. There it is, the wine bottle. Let me go back here. All right. This is our little wine carrier. How easy is that? Yeah, and I'm going to get my bottle out of the other one. I can show you it is empty. All right. And pop that in there. Right. And then you can carry, and this one can match the dots and arrows bag. All right. A perfect project. It is, Julie, just a nice little simple project. So I'm going to try and do a few more of these little simple projects for you when I come back on live each time, because something else is going to happen next Wednesday. All right. So that's how you make a little wine carrier. It's easy. 6 inches by 12 inches. You need 4. 2 for the outside, 2 for the inside. Wadding, same thing. Cut a 1.5 inch out of the bottom. Easy. Okay, out of the corners to make your base. Then just use a 4 to 5 inch width strip, whatever, and it's about 13 inches. Okay, a 13-inch length. You can make it longer, you can make it shorter, but that was enough to get the bottle in and out from there. And then the wadding, as said before, your bottle's empty. Yes, Yvonne, this one is. Oh, there's another one out the back. So they're great little presents. They're very light to post, the whole thing. Little gift ideas. Yes, that's what I'm going to concentrate on. So I hope you enjoyed that one. I've got some news as well. So let me just see if this stays here. I'm going to change it for a little banner. Don't forget to become a groupie. What do we have to do? We have to subscribe, stalk, and share. So subscribe to the YouTube channel. Hit that notification bell. Stalk me on Facebook or Instagram, and then share the posts. So share all my posts and everything, so you can actually everyone can get in and have fun in here, and you might catch up with me at Woodburn sometimes. All right. So what's happening next Wednesday? Next Wednesday, I have put a class on. I did put some classes up for different things. It's hard. Some work, some don't know what times. I know you guys are great for Wednesday nights. You've sort of freed it up. I've been doing this for well over 12 months now on a Wednesday at 8 p.m. So I thought, why not give a class on a Wednesday night from 7 till 9? I've put Funky Picnic up. So if you want to join in, I will have it all set up for Funky Picnic. All right, that's the one I'll be teaching next Wednesday night from 7 till 9. On the website, just go to the online class. There's a calendar. You click on there, and when you click on that one, you'll be able to book in. It's $25 for the 2 hours, and what we'll get through is we will get quite a few of the blocks made. We'll be cutting out the fabric, and then we'll make the blocks. I'll also... if you've got the pattern, if you need a kit, the kits are available. If you want a certain colorway in a kit, give me a message so I can pop it in the post by tomorrow so you have it for next Wednesday. That would be great. All right. So, yeah, you can have those on. My computer wants to restart, and I don't want it to right now. Yeah, so you can be able to do that. Now, so those project, the online class for Funky Picnic. I hung one up behind me so you can see it. This is another one it's done with a different one with a darker color. But if you want kits made up, I can make them up with black and marbles, whatever you would like in them. All right. Because I didn't get to do any of the shows and get to see you guys, it's as heartbreaking for me as it is for you guys that I was not able to get down there, that some were actually cancelled. Even the Bendigo one was cancelled. We've had a lot of issues with them. So I'm just going to hang out in here. But because of that, I've decided for the next 24 hours, where's my little thing? I'm going to give 15% off the website everywhere. Okay, so 15% off. Use the discount code Wednesday with a capital W. All right, that will be able to then you'll be able to get the discount from all your purchases. So no matter what you purchase, it's on there, you will get 15% off. I've also started putting up, well, I have put up some quilts, my handmade quilts. They are for sale. So if you've got friends that don't quilt or haven't got time, I am selling my quilts, okay? So I always have, but I am now getting them online a little bit more, all right? So you'll be able to go online and buy the quilts. Anything over $100 is free postage. Don't forget that one, okay? So free postage for anything over $100. All right, so we've covered a few things tonight. We have covered the fact that I didn't get out of here and come and see you guys, which is okay. We've got 15% off the website till 8:30 tomorrow night. Discount code when you get to your checkout, put in Wednesday. All right, we've done a fun little project, our little wine bottle project. All right, great fun one to make. All right, going to do some few more of those. So next Wednesday it will be a class, so I won't be live, but I'll be live in the classroom. So if you book the classroom, we'll be able to do that. Thanks, Yvonne. It is a bit of a wow. So book into the class. It does take 10. All right, I'll be able to teach 10 at a time. Dizzy and can't think of the other one, sorry. We had a couple in the class. There was a few in the class. You can see each other. You can talk to each other. You can sew with each other. You're at home. Have your own morning tea. You can wear what you want as long as it's clothes. Okay? So, yeah, it is fun. I have all the cameras set up. I have the irons set up. You can actually see me, and I'll teach you from that. It's $25 for 2 hours. If we go over, we go over. It will be from 7 till 9 next Wednesday evening. All right, so they are on the website now to purchase your tickets for it. They are only, there is only 10 spots, okay? But we'll be making Funky Picnic. All right, then we'll take a consensus and see what other things I'll put up, and we'll probably do them on a Wednesday night for the classes as well. Or if some of you want different days, we'll work on that. All right. So 15% off the website. Put the discount code in. We've done the wine basket. We've done what I'm doing next week. Book in for your classes. Plus, I've got lots of other handmade quilts up on the website. They'll be coming through on the Facebook. Don't forget to send in your sharing time. Katrina sent in a lovely one, a tripper, which was lovely. So send in your sharing time. We've been a little bit slack on that one. I haven't had too many come in. So send them in. Send me what you've been doing, and it doesn't have to be mine. It could be whatever you've been making, because I will share them. All right, ladies. So thank you so much. Thank you to everybody for joining me tonight. It's been fun. It was nice and quick. I got to make another wine bag to carry it around in, and they are quick and easy to make. So thank you so much for joining me. I hope you all stay safe, stay warm. It is a little bit chilly. Apparently there's a cold snap coming through for the next week or so. Stay warm and stay safe. And everyone, happy sewing. See you all later. Bye.